Nobita folded a piece of cloth diagonally several times, cut off the excess edges, and tied a thin string with a small weight to the bottom. Just like that, he had made a simple parachute. To test it out, he tossed it into the air, and the parachute opened perfectly. It slowly drifted back down, just like a real parachute. Seeing this, Nobita immediately wanted to experience skydiving for himself. Doraemon pulled out the shrink ray, shrank Nobita down, strapped the parachute onto him, and placed him on top of the ceiling light. Looking down from that height, Nobita's legs immediately went weak. But Doraemon still gave him a little push. Nobita squeezed his eyes shut and jumped. Thankfully, the parachute opened perfectly and brought him safely back to the ground. Soon after, Nobita folded a paper airplane, and Doraemon equipped it with a remote-controlled device. The two of them climbed aboard, and the paper airplane shot straight into the sky, flying right out of the house. Nobita wanted Shizuka to try it too, so the plane swooped into her room and landed gently on her bed. Shizuka thought it sounded like fun, and agreed to join them. Once they were high up in the sky, Shizuka jumped without hesitation. Nobita panicked, and immediately jumped after her. His parachute opened smoothly once again. Shizuka landed safely, but Nobita wasn't so lucky. His parachute was blown off course by a passing car, leaving him dangling against the side of a wall. To avoid any more accidents, they decided to fly toward a more open area. But halfway there, a huge flock of giant birds suddenly appeared, buffeting the plane from side to side. Nobita lost his grip and fell. Luckily, his parachute saved him once again. He landed on top of the tent, slid right off, and headed straight toward a burning grill. But at the last second, the hot air rising from the grill lifted his parachute and saved his life. Nobita eventually landed safely on a picnic table, where he overheard John and Sunio saying bad things about him. Furious, Nobita started stuffing his face with food, only to get caught red-handed by John and Sunio. Shizuka suggested that they all play together, so Nobita folded 3 more paper airplanes. The rule was simple: whoever landed last would be the winner. At Doraemon's signal, all 4 planes took off at once, slowly climbing higher and higher into the sky. Sunio was trembling with fear, but when Nobita asked him about it, he pretended to be completely calm. As they climbed higher and higher, however, Nobita couldn't take it anymore. He was the first one to jump. Shizuka followed right after him, becoming the second to jump. John never expected his final opponent to be Sunio. The truth was, Sunio didn't want to jump, he simply didn't dare to. But then, after some turbulence hit the plane, it suddenly warped and deformed. Sunio had no choice but to jump. In the end, only John was left, thinking he had the victory in the bag. John leapt down without a second thought. His parachute opened in midair, but to his surprise, he was descending much faster than the other 3. In the end, John hit the ground first. It turned out he was simply too heavy, so he came down faster than everyone else. But where was Nobita? It turned out that he had gotten caught on a balloon and couldn't get back down. Just then, a little bird flew up to him and popped the balloon with its beak. Nobita finally landed safely on the ground. Who would have thought that the person who jumped first would end up winning the game?